Hello and welcome to another episode of Inside the Dressing Room. I'm your host, Dhaka. Monday is going to be a historic day for Bangladesh football because its biggest star, and apparently the biggest star of Bangladesh sports, Hamza Chaudhary, is arriving at Dhaka tomorrow. And to talk about all that, Atif Azam is with me. Atif, a lot of fans are claiming that Hamza Chaudhary, the Sheffield United midfielder, is Bangladesh sports' biggest name. I know personally that you disagree strongly. Why?
No, I don't agree with this, that Hamza is the biggest star of Bangladesh. And it's as simple as that, because he's just coming from England. Tomorrow he'll be arriving from England. There will be a lot of hypes around him, but I cannot claim that he is the biggest star of Bangladesh. He's yet to don the national jersey. How can you claim that he's the biggest star in What made you think that he can be the biggest star? I'm asking you, Rubat, why do you feel that Hamza is the biggest star?
Well, I certainly don't feel that Hamza is a bigger star than Bangladeshi sports stars in Bangladesh, but globally, of course, Hamza plays a global game. And Bangladeshi stars, if I mention some of them, Tamim Iqbal, Shakib Mashrafi Mortoza, Mashrafi Rahim, they play a regional game. Though we love it from our hearts, I'm an ardent cricket fan. You are, of course, one of the premier cricket writers of the country. We all believe that Bangladesh's biggest sport is cricket when Bangladesh is playing. But remember, Atif, when Bangladesh is not playing cricket, and I would love to take you back to 2022 Football World Cup. In those 2 or 3 months, there was nothing except for what Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo or Neymar is doing at the World Cup. So at that time, we understood that football, how bigger of a game, how bigger of a global game is football is. Cricket, compared to football, stands no chance, absolutely.
No, you can say that cricket compared to football stands no chance because football is played more than 100 teams.
Exactly.
100 cricket is played around 12 to 20 countries. That's one thing. But saying that Hamza is the biggest star is just utter foolishness. Because I tell you one thing, I know personally that several parents gave their son named Shakib al-Hasan. Because to them, Shakib is the biggest star. And whoever will give his child a name, I don't think that someone will give his...
Atif,
I'm just saying.
Naming Bangladesh, a lot of my friends' son's name is Zidane. So...
it's just, I'm just saying that the way Bangladesh conceives Shakib or Tamim,
bigger than...
It's just bigger than the sports.
Of course.
Because you can go, Rubat, you can go and check out all the academies in Bangladesh and you'll see that several parents are sweating out in the academies just to make his son another Shakib or Tamim.
I understand.
Will Hamza, do you feel that Hamza can have a similar impact like Shakib? Shakib was face of Bangladesh even 1 year ago. He was just the face of Bangladesh. Even when you go to West Indies, when you go to even England, someone I've seen that in the papers and everywhere. Where do you come from? I'm coming from Bangladesh. Someone is asking a taxi driver, and the taxi driver immediately, oh, you're coming from Shakib's country. So that's the kind of impact he had in London, England. Do you think that Hamza will be having the same kind of impact? Because Hamza is not an origin Bangladeshi. He's an expatriate who is coming here.
Right.
So a man who is coming from this country, who is brought and brought up from this country, will always be a bigger star than anyone coming from outside, no matter what baggage or what kind of...
Well, Atif, in modern sports, what you've just said, the definition have changed in a bigger way. Because if we look at the French national team, the world champions 2018, 70 to 80% of the players were not born in France. I can give you names.
No, I got it.
Kylian Mbappe, all the biggest stars.
No,
they
even
have
Bangladesh.
ancestries. Even Bangladesh, right?
So you can name Jamal and others who are coming from outside.
So I don't think that would be a bigger issue, that Hamza is not born in Bangladesh and brought up in US and UK, because now it's a era of globalization.
Don't you think that the result will be an issue?
The results would be, of course. But what I'm trying to say, and what to a certain extent I agree to the fans who aspires or who wants to see Jamal as a bigger inspiration for the future. I do agree in a certain sense that Hamza plays a sport that has more global acceptance than cricket. And
Yeah, but I agree with you. But Hamza's global acceptance is due to the fact that he played in English Premier League.
Of course, the best league in the world.
But his global acceptance won't get heightened because he'll be playing for Bangladesh against India.
Yes, but
Do you agree or not? Because this AFC Cup is very much surrounded by us.
No, Atif, let me take you back to the 90s. The Ballon d'Or winner, George Weah,
Yeah.
played for Milan. He represented internationally for Liberia, a country most of us don't know exists. But Liberia in football world was known, as you've mentioned a while back, Shakib was known, Bangladesh was known for Shakib, Liberia was known for George Weah. So Hamza playing for Bangladesh or losing for Bangladesh against India or any opponent won't matter as long as Hamza, the man himself, is representing the green and red. Bangladesh football team will get a better branding, a better identity in the international arena. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, probably they can get a better identity in international arena, but as far as Bangladesh is concerned, I don't think that he will just come and have the magic that he'll just wipe out everything in one day.
No, that's not possible.
Because all this, I don't think that all this comparison between Hamza and Shakib, who is a bigger star, I think it's baseless because he starts from his own rights, Shakib starts from his own rights.
And of course, we cannot, in a sense, compare two different sports altogether. You know, like cricket, we of course know it's a passionate game, but mostly played in the subcontinents where it is the #1 sport. In India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka.
Yeah, because because why Bangladesh have football has fallen back from cricket? Because football could not produce result. That's the reason. Can Hamza produce result? If Hamza can produce result, that can take Bangladesh football forward.
Of course.
Then only can he have an impact like Shakib. When Shakib and all the other fours played, the big five, they have produced results. They have taken the team to the Champions Trophy, semi-final. These kind of results
Atif,
help them to grow
Again, if we are talking about results, then we have to understand that to produce good results in cricket, you have to compete with 8 or 9 teams. To produce good results in football, you have to compete at least a regional 40 teams. Again, coming back to the example of whether Hamza can put Bangladesh on the footballing map. Remember Ryan Giggs, Ian Rush, they played for Wales national team.
Yeah.
Their national team was nowhere near qualifying for the World Cup. But people knew that Ian Rush and Ryan Giggs were from Wales. I can give you similar examples from George Best, one of the greatest footballer ever. He never played a World Cup. His country never made it to a bigger stage. But that certainly doesn't mean that George Best doesn't have that impact on the sport itself or his people or that community. I'm trying to say...
Well, I just want to ask you one question.
Yes, sure.
Do you think that Hamza's popularity will be bigger than Shakib in Bangladesh?
Right now...
Do you feel that way?
Maybe in 2 or 3 years, yes. It is possible. It is possible because if Hamza plays in the Premier League next year, we will see a new breed of forwards who are like 10, 11, 12, 13. They would sit in front of the TV sets and they would scream for a Sheffield United. Hamza is playing right now. Or if he decides to go back to Leicester City, which he's playing on loan on Sheffield United.
Do you feel that Sheffield United or Leicester City will be buying Hamza or buying a service just like KKR did with Shakib for having the Bengali community?
But Hamza Chaudhary, by his own rights, is one of the best players of Sheffield. And he captained Leicester City in a couple of matches, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you're right.
Right. So, as long as Hamza is playing, what will happen? The
Bangladeshi
community in England, like you mentioned, that Bangladeshi players in...
it was a real fact that Shakib was bought by KKR. At one point of time, it seemed that it was one of the business moves.
Right. Now, but where I'm coming at, that you mentioned a lot of Bangladeshi kids aspire to be like Shakib.
Yeah.
Similarly...
Or Tamim or Mushfiq.
Exactly. Similarly...
a lot of kids
growing up in London who aspires to play for England one day
would aspire
to be like Hamza and go back to their roots and represent Bangladesh. That can happen.
I think this debate will go on forever.
Forever, exactly, Atif. So we'll continue that.
And we'll see what Hamza does. Because
of course, we are all waiting for that. Thank you, Atif.
Thank you.
Well, do join in the debate and let us know in the comments what do you think of the whole Hamza versus Shakib situation. We've tried to present our point of view. It's all in good spirits. Nothing against Shakib or Hamza. They both are champions for Bangladesh. That's the time we had for today. I'll come back soon and with another episode of Inside the Dressing Room. Till then, you take care.